Nighttime in the house, yeah. 4 or 5 of the things. Just the things that yeah, 4 o'clock at night, so we tired as it. Oh, at least have them week I had. Oh, oh, fully but oh, night again.
In a tropical island like Jamaica, it is no surprise that many cling to the memories of their childhood. Swimming in the river, playing football with friends. For some, it was simply the best time of their lives. But for others, it was filled with torment. Most people focus on the fact that there are monsters wreaking havoc on our society. But most do not stop to wonder how these monsters were created. There is a popular saying, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. Are we creating these monsters? And if so, what can we do to change the narrative? This is the story of Marlon Perry, a quiet boy who through neglect, abandonment, and bullying became one of Jamaica's most notorious killers, Duppy Film. Marlon Perry was born in 1990. He grew up in Phillipsfield in Yala, St. Thomas, Jamaica. He didn't have the easiest childhood. His father, Donovan Perry, went to prison to serve a 12-year sentence for a shooting-related crime when he was only 8 years old, and his mother did not play an active role in his life. To make matters worse, he stuttered when he spoke, which made him an outcast in the small rural community. His small stature didn't help either. It made him an easy target for the other boys who would beat him up and steal his money. But this boy wouldn't remain a prey for long. Some children who undergo similar treatment of bullying and a life of poverty want to become lawyers and doctors so they can gain the respect of others, but not Marlon Perry. According to his aunt, he vowed that he would become a killer when he grew up, and that he would kill the boys who teased and mocked him. As a young man, his power came with a gun in his hands, and instead of him hiding from bullies, he became the monster. At 5 feet 8 inches tall, Marlon Duppy Film Perry stood as a giant, as one of the most feared men in St. Thomas, Jamaica, and with good reason. His reputation far exceeded his height, with a long trail of blood he left behind him wherever he went.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me so.
Marlon Perry came under police's radar in 2010 following the murder of a man called Thomas Lane. But it wasn't until June of 2015 that he was named a wanted man. Up to that time, he had been implicated in numerous crimes, including rape, robbery, wounding, extortion, common assault, and over 10 murders. On Tuesday, December 22, 2015, Corporal Kenneth Davis and Constable Craig Palmer were brutally slain at a bar in Poorman's Corner. Other civilians were also injured. Marlon Perry and another man were said to have been behind the deaths of the officers. This put Perry as public enemy number 1, and the police were out to get him. He had managed to elude them thus far, and it continued to be extremely challenging. This was due in part to the fact that he knew every nook and cranny in the parish. He also changed his appearance often by bleaching his skin, growing his hair and his beard. Then at other times he would cut his hair and go clean-shaved. Many also think that his strong belief in Obia helped him survive as long as he did. He proved to be skillful in escaping members of the security forces during shootouts, while his cronies were oftentimes killed or captured. On April 13, 2016, the police and military launched a massive operation in Harbor View in search of Perry and his gang. One of his cronies was killed in that operation. 2 other men were also arrested and an Uzi submachine gun seized. But once again, Perry managed to escape the dragnet of over 200 police and military personnel who were on the operation. Perry is believed to have been responsible for a large number of guns that came into the island, as police said he was a major player in the thriving drugs for gun trade operated by criminal outfits between Jamaica and Haiti. After eluding the police for over 6 years, his luck ran out on September 16, 2017. Some believe that had it not been for intelligence given to the police, he would not have been caught. On the day he was killed, he was relaxing at a guest house in the parish of his birth, St. Thomas, eating a fish meal when the police caught him off guard. The half-eaten meal was indeed the last meal. That day, he died wearing a bulletproof vest, clutching his favorite weapon, his Uzi submachine gun. Could this young man have been saved? And at what point? Could there have been another outcome?